Bitcoin falls to 66K and the charts are showing some bearish momentum. Let me explain to you why. Welcome back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 3 p.m. Eastern time and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 66,845. We're gonna start off here with the 3-week chart. This candle closes in the next 5 hours, and right now we're below the 50 moving average with a red indecisive candle. This looks like we want to head down now towards the 80 moving average, which is at $57,081. And as you can see, the stochastic RSI is kind of rolling over here. On the RSI, we're also below the 50. The weekly chart also closes in about 5 hours, and we're doing good. We got all the way up here. We had a massive green engulfing candle. I thought that maybe this could be the start of us going up towards 80K, but as you can see, we wicked all the way down. We're still green. Hopefully we can still close like that, but this wickage pushing us all the way back down is not looking good. The stochastics are still very low. Who knows if we're gonna roll over and drag here again. The RSI is still low as well, so this is not looking good unless we could get a pump back up to about 70K or higher. We take a look at the 4-day chart. We see that the RSI is rolling over. We have a red handle here. This closes in a day and 5 hours. If this closes like this, is going to be tweezer tops. This is probably going to signify more downside. On the 2-day chart, we did get tweezer tops here. Green candle, then a red candle. We got rejected off the 21 moving average after tweezer tops. That means we usually go down. This is correlating with the stochastic RSI being toppy and starting to roll over. This is where I have the bear flag that could take us down to about 43K. At one point, we got above the bear flag, but I always told you guys, don't get too happy because we could always fall back in. And as you can see with this red candle, we went right back into the pattern. On the daily chart, tweezer tops here again, started rolling over, and now we're starting to lose a 21 moving average. That's currently at 67,588. For today, what we would want to do is get above the 21 moving average and try to close above there. There's a big gap here in the VRVP. If we could get above the 50 moving average at 74K, which is where the resistance is, we could probably go back up above 80K, but we have to break 70K resistance again. Head over to the 8-hour chart. You can start to see kind of like a head and shoulder pattern here. Left shoulder, head, the right shoulder. We're below the 21 moving average. We're low on the stochastics, but this looks like it wants to drag a little bit. Let's zoom in on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, I gave you guys about 2 days ago a possible falling wedge that could break us out to about 74K. Technically, you could say that we kind of are breaking out of the falling wedge now, but we would have to rework this measured move now, and the measured move would take us to about 72,000, 73,000 if this is the case. But look at the stochastics. They kind of look like they want to roll over. What I'm actually seeing now, we're gonna have that there pending, so maybe we could still break out to 73K, but if not, what I'm also seeing is that we have a possible head and shoulder pattern here where we have left shoulder, head, and I told you guys when I gave you the falling wedge, if we can't get above the 21 moving average with strength, this could just be probably creating a right shoulder, and this looks kind of like what's happening. And the measured move to this could possibly bring us down to about 59,990, pretty much 60K. So let's see what ends up happening. It's the falling wedge to 72, 73K, or this head and shoulder pattern taking us down to about 60K. Let's head over to the 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, stochastics are on the way down. I'm starting to see it maybe a little curve back up. Have a double bottom here on the RSI, but still kind of like a head and shoulder pattern. We're below the 21, below the 200. We can't break above the 200 moving average. This is bearish. 15-minute chart, we got rejected off the 200. This is not looking good. And here on the 15-minute chart, this also looks like a head and shoulder pattern. And if this plays out here, this head and shoulder pattern on the 15-minute chart could take us to about 65,550. So more than likely, I probably see this head and shoulder on the 15-minute playing out. Maybe. Let's see what ends up happening. The stochastics are low. The RSI is starting to point up. Maybe we could come back up, and we would have to see how we interact with this 200 moving average at 67,661. If we could get above it, that'll probably negate the 15-minute head and shoulder pattern. If we get rejected, then I feel like maybe we could head back down to 65K. And if we do that and we can't hold that, then that 4-hour head and shoulder pattern could probably bring us back down to about 60K. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.